Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me this week for Set More and Makes. Today I have a couple of projects to share with you for this week's Saturday morning makes, and thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, thank you to all my returning subscribers and viewers. I have a few projects that I made this week that I wanted to share with you, and let's get started. So I wanted to share this die set or a stamp set that I've gotten from Adorn It, and I am on their design team for their Diana Markham stamps. And this is one that is available now on their website. I will link it down below. And this is a chocolate chip cookie jar stamp, and it's huge, as you can see. And I've made a few projects with this, but I made another one this week that I wanted to share with you, because this time I used watercolors. And I used this set that I got from TJ Maxx, and this is a King Art stamp, or a King Art watercolor set that came in this box, and it was $6.99, I believe. Yeah, I don't have the price on it, but anyway, I wanted to give it a try, and I did get some new watercolor paper this week, the hot press watercolor paper. So I stamped it with some VersaFine ink, and I colored it with this watercolor paint palette. So it was so much fun, and because this is such a big stamp, it gives you a lot to watercolor, all the different little parts inside the lid. It gives you the jar to watercolor, the cookie, and yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. And I am not an expert watercolorer at all. I am a beginner, but I still had a lot of fun. I used a 5x7 frame border. This is from Tonic Studios that came in a die set that I got a while ago, but this is the only like 5x7 card border that I have, so I used that. And that's about it. So I wanted to share with you the card front, and this is it. I hope you like it. This is the watercolor paper that I hauled recently from Amazon. If you are looking for hot press paper, this is really great. Look in my past videos. This past week's Friday haul has this paper. So I stamped it in VersaFine black ink, like I said, and I used the watercolor paints from this palette to color it up. And I think it looks really nice. I had a bit of a hard time with the die to cut the top of the frame. It didn't cut very well. So what I did was I cut it out again of this brown polka dot paper, and I cut a strip on the top and on the bottom, and I think it looks really nice, and you can't really tell that I'm covering up a mistake. So like I always say, if you have mistakes, cover them up. No one will know. So this is a little bit bigger than a 5x7 card front. It's about 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. The good thing about making your own cards is you can make them whatever size you want. So that's what I did with this one. And I did make this as a page in my recipe binder, and this is the binder that I had made. I've shown this on a previous video, and I'm going to be using this for all of my Diana Markham stamps for the year. And this is one that I made already, but I made another one, and this is going to go out to somebody as a card. And the good thing about these stamps is you can, use them over and over again, make them in different ways, different colorways, and for different purposes. So I have an album page and a card front. So I am so glad to have this again, and I had so much fun watercoloring it, even though I have no idea really what I'm doing, but I think it came out pretty nice. So that's my first project. I hope you like it. The second project I made, I used a die set that I recently hauled from Tonic. And this is the Country Jug die set. And the package that I got came with the die set, and it came with stamps, which are right here. And it also came with the shaker, blister packs. I didn't use that for this project. I just used the die set and the stamp set. And I'm glad that I did, because I wasn't really crazy about using the pre-made shaker packs for this. I don't know. For this project, I like it in 2D, so that's what I did. So I used these both, and let's see, I used this ribbon that I hauled recently from Joann's, and this is by Offray. It's 1/8 inch pale yellow grosgrain ribbon. So you can use that in lots of your projects. If you're looking for something like that, look to Joann's. They frequently have sales and coupons. I use some Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. I use that all the time. I use this paper collection from Maha Design that I had recently gotten from Frantic Stamper, and this is Maha Design's latest collection on their site called Everyday Life, and it's got beautiful colors and patterns, and I like everything that Maha Designs puts out, and that's what I used. I also used this ink from Delicata. This is called Dark Brown Shimmer. I'd gotten this on clearance from either Hobby Lobby or Joann's a long time ago, and this is still my all-time favorite brown ink. So that's what I used. Let me show you my project, and this is also going to be a page in my recipe binder, and I was thinking it would be, okay, so I have my recipe stamps as my right side pages, but then I needed pages for my left side. So this is going to be a left side page in a fall layout. Okay, so I'm not sure where it's going to go yet, but I have it ready for when it is ready. Okay, so this is a page, and this will be in a fall layout. So I used that Tonic Studios stamp set and die set, and I used the milk jug, and I think it came out really, really cute. I stamped it with this stamp and this one. They're both from the stamp set that came with the bundle, with that Delicata shimmer or brown shimmer ink. And then I edged all of them with the Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. I did the same thing with the milk jug itself, and that paper is from the Maha Designs Everyday Life new paper. The love tag also comes from that same die set from Tonic Studios, but I used a matte silver just to look like, you know, like a little authentic metallic tag. There's that ribbon from Joann's, and all of these grasses and, you know, dried foliage, that comes from the Tonic stamp or die set as well. And I just cut it out of 3 different papers, a tan one, a brown one, and a green one, and just kind of glued them on, you know, just kind of randomly so it would look like a nice floral dried arrangement. And then the pumpkins also come from that same stamp set, or sorry, I keep saying stamp set, same die set, and I did edge those with the Vintage Photo as well, just to give them some dimension. And this paper is also from Maha Designs. I use that same stitched scalloped edge die that I use all the time. For the edges of my paper, I'd use like a tan paper for the backgrounds, but I did use my tracing wheel to add some, just a little bit of design to the edges of my paper. And thank you to Anna White for suggesting using the tracing wheel. It just adds a beautiful edging to your projects, and you can use a ruler like I do to do the edging. Anna is really good at it, so she doesn't need to use a ruler to align her tracing wheel, but I do, so so I did that. So I think this will be a great left-facing page for my recipe book. I plan to do a nice facing page for all of my pages. I love this recipe album and how it's coming out, and I don't want any left side page to be neglected. So this will be one of the fall pages. So those are my projects for today, my chocolate chip cookie jar page and my Tonic Studios milk jug page. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. I hope you like my projects. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else has done for their Saturday morning makes. And yeah, I hope you're having a great weekend. I can't wait to make more videos and talk to you guys soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye guys.